Hi guys, it's Amy here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought that I would do something a little bit different. I thought today that I would analyse some what I eat in a days from TikTok. I've never done this type of video before, but I thought it would be a cool concept, so let's go. Now, if you don't like this type of content, let me know and I will never do this one again. But genuinely, I'm not going to lie, this is what my boredom has come to. Like, you guys don't realise how many what I eat in a days I watched yesterday. Like, it was insane. Anyways, I just want to put a quick disclaimer that this is extremely no hate towards anybody in this video. I will try to provide some corrective advice that I have personally received myself from doctors. But obviously, I'm not a professional, so take what I say as you will. Don't 100% listen to me. And I'm not going to be horrible to you, because I don't like those people that analyse these videos and they're like really brutal and like disgusting. Because what's the point in that? Anyways, I think that's all the disclaimers I need to give. And now let's get back into the video. Or should I say get into the video, because it actually didn't start yet. Oops.
Here's everything that I've eaten in a day as a gluttonous pig that is skinnier than half the population but eats for a family of 4. Start.
Can I just state that I feel this on a number of levels? Because for me personally, I feel like I eat double than most people my age. Yet I'm like half people's size, and I believe it is down to how active you are. Like, I'm basically non-stop from the moment I wake up until like 7 p.m. every night. Like, it's insane. So I do believe that it doesn't really matter what you eat if you're active, because I do not eat healthy at all. Well, I do kind of eat healthy actually. I'm not like nutritious queen, but I'm also not like junk food lover, you know what I mean? I kind of just eat average, I guess. Eat average for somebody that doesn't have a big income. And I'm not going to assume for him, but maybe he could be quite active too. Maybe that's why he gets away with eating basically like crap. But you never know. To be honest, men can eat more than women anyway, because they have a naturally higher metabolism. So that could play a part as well.
Of my day, I wasn't very hungry. I got a hash brown with a side of 7 hash browns and a double sausage and egg McMuffin, and because I'm so autistic, I have to watch something while I'm eating. My video of choice today was Cynthia Erivo singing Alfie, and I can't lie, every single time I watch it I sob. Just one of my go-to videos that I watch every single month at least. And if you're not putting your hash brown in your double sausage and egg McMuffin, you're doing it all wrong. I am sobbing, weeping, getting emotional like a little gay boy that I am, and giving Cynthia a round of applause in my bedroom, so much so that I had to watch it again while I ate the rest of my McMuffin. I don't know what these McDonald's workers are doing anymore. I got McDonald's twice today, as you'll see later on in the video. I got straws, not a single time. Like, fucking give me a straw, that's the whole point. Anyway, I washed it all down with a frozen cold Oasis. It was divine. It was me looking...
Nutritionally, this is not the best, but everybody can treat themselves to a McDonald's once in a while. Although 7 hash browns is maybe a little bit excessive, but if you don't get a hash brown with another like main or whatever, are you lying? Because I don't know anybody that doesn't do that. But yeah, 7 is just quite a lot, and it's not nutritionally the best at all because of the grease and the macros, and it's fast food in the morning. And I don't know about you guys, but I hate eggs from McDonald's. I don't know if that's just me, but the texture of them and the way they look and feel just gives me the ick, and it puts me off. So when I used to be non-vegetarian, I always had to either pick out the fried egg or just not get egg. And with the hash browns, I know this is going to make me sound absolutely insane, but I used to eat them with a knife and fork because I didn't like how they felt, like the grease-wise. I know I sound absolutely absurd, but hear me out on that, okay? Now, credits to him for being able to stomach 7, because I probably could not. But if I could, would I? I don't know, because I'm not the biggest fan of potato anyway, but I'd probably give it a go.
At the calories in a hash brown, and I thought, oh fuck, so I just wolfed them both down in one gulp. I jumped in the shower, put a layer of tan on, ordered some McDonald's. I got a Big Mac, 9 chicken nuggets with sweet curry sauce, chips, and an Oasis again. With no straw. With no straw. What am I, a fucking homo sapien? Like, I need a straw. For some reason, the McDonald's wasn't hitting. Like, it just wasn't. The nuggets were flat. It was disgusting. You know when the chips aren't hot and they're not salty? Like, it just put me in a really fucking shit mood. Anyway, me and my...
Okay, let me just start by saying the calorie thing at the beginning is so real. Like, I would look at the calories, panic, and probably still eat it anyway. And I'm not going to shame him for getting fast food twice in the same day, because I definitely did that in 2023 when I used to have fast food like 6 times a week and somehow still remain a healthy weight. Sometimes I'd even have it more, because I used to get like Greg's every morning before college, and then we'd go to Tim Hortons or Mackey's for lunch, and then sometimes I would still come home and have like a whole bag of rice or something. But I probably wouldn't get a main and a side, I'd get either or, because it's a bit much. And in regards to McDonald's fries quick, the soggier the better. Everybody's always like, oh, crispy is the best. No, it's not. It's really, really not. But yeah, I probably wouldn't get a main and a side like that. Although that is not really a main and a side. A nugget and a burger is technically 2 mains. So that's probably a better way to word it. Like, I'd probably get one or the other, not both. You know what I mean?
Boyfriend got up, we then got dressed and we went for some sushi. Go to a little place called Maki and Ramen. I got salmon, he got eel. We also got a miso soup each and a little cocktail.
I did not expect him to go out for food again, or go out for food in general. To be honest, the 2 Mackies would have killed me off. But I don't even like seafood, so this is just getting me a negative. The only seafood I can actually tolerate is seaweed. So I don't have anything positive to say about this. I'm sorry to any sushi lover out there, but I just can't do it. I really can't.
So unreal. I'm a sushi whore, and obviously because that is not enough food, when we got back home I had to order a KFC. I got a mighty bucket for 1 and a bottle of water because I'm healthy. Not gonna lie, a bottle of water goes hand in hand with a KFC because it just washes everything down so nice. I also got some coleslaw because I've got to get my veggies in, you know? I don't know what you get in a mighty bucket for 1. I think you get hot wings, 2 bits of chicken, 2 chicken tenders, chips, and a drink. I don't know, but anyway, I want to know how many calories this was, so if you could work it out for me, I'd be much obliged. Mwah. Love you, bye.
Even as somebody that used to live on fast food, I never got 3 in one day. Not even just for a health perspective, but economically, like, that's got to be expensive, you know. And I was looking up the information of this KFC meal. Tell me why, if I was not active, this meal would be my entire daily intake of calories. Like, if I was, is it sedentary? Sorry, I can't say that word. Sedentary? Anyway, where you don't move at all, I could only eat this all day. Like, what? What? I believe the entire day comes to about 2,888 calories. So for him, that could actually be maintenance if his BMR is like 2,300 or whatever, or 2,500, and he's semi-active. That could actually be a maintenance for him. But for somebody like me, that would probably put me in a massive surplus. So I would gain weight from that amount. But to be honest, men can eat more than women anyway, like I mentioned. Like, they can pretty much eat double. So to be honest, this might not even be a weight gain day for him. But even so, it's probably best to not do this every day because of the sodium. Like, eventually it's going to start hurting your organs and making you feel sick. But I guess if it's a one-off day, it's not really an issue. Just don't do it regularly, you know what I mean? But compared to all the other what I eat in the days we're going to see, this is probably the tamest one. So, I don't remember your name, was it Harry? Big up, Harry. You did amazing, pal.
What a fat girl eats in a day. And guys, today I've really got a big appetite. I actually started my day off with a custard donut. I went to the bakery this morning and Troy bought me a donut, I think to keep me quiet because he wanted to play video games all day. Anyway, it was absolutely delicious and I had a Dr. Pepper Zero to wash it down. Gorge. I live in...
Okay, I too love a donut, but maybe not for breakfast. Because I've looked into it and apparently it's a mental thing where if you have an unhealthy breakfast, you'll probably have an unhealthy day with food because it sets you off on an unhealthy mindset. So I always try to make my breakfast healthy as it can be. Obviously, some days it's a bit difficult if I have to go out early or whatever. I just have to get whatever I can. But yeah, so I live by that lifestyle. But guys, it's okay because she had a 0 sugar Dr. Pepper and that cancels out the donut. Although it did look like a nice donut, to be honest. But maybe not for breakfast. Maybe have it as like dessert after lunch or something.
Canada and it's a bit cold now, so I needed to have some soup for lunch. It's soup season defo, and this one was tomato and basil, and it's just a bit deeper than the Heinz. Like the basil and the orzo just makes it a bit more intensified, feels a bit more luxurious. At the bakery earlier, I also got a roll and then decided to make little mini grilled cheese. So I had like these grilled cheese dipped in tomato soup. What a nice combo. Grilled cheese and tomato soup, banging. I then got ready and had to actually go to an event tonight with Vaseline, which was so fun, and there was a shark.
Honestly, I don't blame her because I too love grilled sandwiches and soup. But considering the breakfast she already had, it is quite a lot. Like, the calories are going to slowly add up fast because I do know for a lot of tinned soups, the calories are semi-high, especially if we assume that she had the entire tin, because it looked like she did. Like, that's got to be at least probably 400 to 500 calories in the soup alone. And then you've got the grilled cheeses, which are probably going to be anything from 200 to 300 each. So, you know, it does slowly creep up without you even realising. But it does taste good though, so there is that.
Charcuterie board. I love a charcuterie board, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I wish there was a bit more choice of pickle, but you know what? We ain't gonna judge. I had so much cheese. I had some brie, I had some cheddar. I think I had some Stilton or some blue cheese. And then I had some of this turkey ham thing, I don't know. And then these rosemary crackers were stunning. And then I had a hot chocolate, a spiked hot chocolate. I got home and
I mean, being real, most people kind of indulge at a buffet, but it did look like a lot of unhealthy stuff like bacon, cake, macaroons. So there was nothing really that had any like healthy nutritional value on that table, you know what I mean? Maybe if she balanced it out, it would have been alright, but there was nothing really to balance it out, to be honest.
I was still hungry, so I decided to get a Happy Burger tonight. Cheese sauce, okay? Cheese fries change your life. They're my favourite things, especially ones from Shake Shack, but these ones from Happy Burger are so good too. And then I got a double cheeseburger with all the toppings, thank you. I love smash burgers, absolutely stunning. That's all it today for this video. Follow me for more.
Okay, so if I've worked it out correctly, it comes to around 3,560 calories. And that's me being generous because all I've done is taken what she took from the buffet and worked out the average like serving size. So she probably did have more than that. And I've also only done the average calories of the donut because you're not going to know the exact calories in every individual donut because they're all different. Now, getting the Shake Shack afterwards is definitely a no in my opinion because you've already ate a lot that day. You already ate very unhealthy. And I think my theory of unhealthy breakfast is an unhealthy day is correct in this case. So this would definitely lead to weight gain. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's just a lot of junk. There was some good parts, I guess. Like, you had tomato in the soup, I guess. But, like, you know what I mean?
What I eat in a day as a fat girl. For breakfast, I have an egg white spinach wrap from Starbucks with some sriracha. Why is it so hot?
May I just add that Starbucks food is actually criminally underrated. I just wish it wasn't so expensive because then I would buy it more often. And I would personally eat this. I think this is vegetarian. Egg white and spinach. I've learned since being vegetarian that I do like spinach. Anyway, the only thing is I don't know how I feel about the sriracha on it. Just the combination together doesn't actually sound that appealing to me. But I don't think there's anything wrong with a Starbucks breakfast apart from your bank balance. So, slay girl, you is rich. Anybody that can buy Starbucks on the regular to me is considered rich. Because how can you afford to buy that all the time? I wish I was in that position. Because I love Starbucks paninis. Like, hello.
I stopped at 7 Brew for an energy drink. I have a sugar-free energy with peach, strawberry, coconut, and cold foam. This is a new one for me, so I guess we'll see how this tastes. Oh my god. Delicious. 10 out of 10.
Never in my life have I heard of that drink place before. I don't even know if it's a drink place. Sorry to any Americans out there. I'm pretty sure this creator is American. Anyway, that actually does sound really nice, that drink. And it's sugar-free, so I can have it. Coconut is criminally underrated, may I just say. In anything really, not just drinks, but in food as well. So if you're also a coconut lover, get on my level. I love you. But yeah, the colour of this drink also looks really nice. Although it seems like it would also be quite expensive. So, maybe I wouldn't go here actually.
For lunch, I have some leftover Thanksgiving. I have mashed potatoes with gravy, sweet potato casserole, turkey with Slappy Mama seasoning, mac and cheese, stuffing, ham, and green bean casserole. Ooh.
We don't actually celebrate Thanksgiving here, but I don't really know how it works, because it's like a normal roast dinner, but it's not. Because I swear, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's quite common to have mac and cheese. I don't really get what the Thanksgiving dinner is supposed to be. Like, I don't know what a traditional Thanksgiving dinner is, but if it's anything like roast dinners we have here where I live, we do it with Yorkshire puddings, which I don't even know if they're that big of a thing in America. But yeah, I'd eat some of this. I wouldn't eat all of it. Like, I don't like stuffing. I don't like mac and cheese really, because I don't really like cheese, and I don't eat ham. I don't really remember what else was on the plate, but I might eat the rest of it. Honestly, I think meals like this are okay sometimes, and it doesn't actually look like she's got that big of portions. So, this honestly isn't really that harmful, and it's a nice treat, especially for Thanksgiving, spending it with family or friends or whatever you do, you know.
I stopped at the gas station for a snack. I got a Diet Dr. Pepper with 0 sugar creamer, and it is so good. And a couple of these Baby Bell cheeses. Ugh.
The drink sounds absolutely splendid, and I would probably have a whale of a time with that one. But I can't give you any good reviews on this bit, I'm sorry. Like, I really don't like cheese. And everybody that I know finds me extremely weird because I don't like cheese. But genuinely, as I sit here and film this video, I don't think I've ate cheese now in a year and a half. Like, I cannot. Cheese makes me sick. I used to just think it was because I had weird eating habits, until when I started to get better, I tried to eat cheese again and I couldn't stomach it. Like, just the smell of it made me sick. I don't know what it is, because I used to love cheese as a kid. Like, I could literally eat bowls of grated cheese, but now I don't know. Anyways, of course, cheese is okay to have in moderation. It's actually healthy in moderation. Like, I think it's recommended to have cheese like at least twice a week in small quantity. But too much cheese is bad for you, and considering she already had mac and cheese earlier, maybe it wasn't the best idea to have a cheese as a snack. But then again, it looks like she could only get what she could because she's like on the road. So, you know, it's hard.
I had a sweet tooth, so I stopped and got a cosmic brownie. She's gorgeous.
I'm a little bit confused because I feel like my calculations might be slightly wrong, because somehow I've worked out she's only had 1,620 calories for the whole day. I mean, this could be possible because even though she didn't just have 3 set meals, she kind of just had 2 and then grazed around a little bit. Now, depending on your size, for some women, that amount would lead to weight loss. For some women, that would be maintenance. And even for some women, like for me, unless I was quite active, that would actually be a surplus because I already weigh low. But for the average normal woman, I say normal, but there's no real normal anymore. Everybody's unique and good in their own way. But you know what I mean? For the bog standard average woman, that would probably be about calorie maintenance. And I don't want to judge, but looking at her, that would probably lead to weight loss. And while we are on the topic of this clip, can I just say, as somebody in the UK, I do really want to try a cosmic brownie. I don't care if it's just a normal brownie, yeah. I love brownies. I rarely have brownies and it always disappoints me because I want brownies so bad. But I'm a terrible baker. But saying this has made me realise that I'm going to go and make brownies tomorrow because I've got free will.
This is what I eat in a day as a beautiful plus size bitch. If you don't want to see a confident fat woman eating, keep fucking scrolling. We don't want or need you here, bitch.
Okay, that kid would definitely be how I raised my child. What the heck? Anyway, I love positivity in women, but to me, it's just sad that women actually feel the need that they have to say this because they get hate for what they look like online. Like, no offense to anyone, but it's none of your business if somebody else is like bigger than you online. You don't have to shame them for being fat. And it's just a shame that she felt the need to have to say that. Like, I know she said it in like a joking way, but still, she shouldn't even have to mention that. Like, clearly she's gotten hate before to warrant having to say that, and it just sucks. Social media is so toxic sometimes that it's just not okay.
Good morning, beautiful bitches. Let's make a coffee. 8 ounces of whole milk, autocrat coffee syrup, and it's 1 serving. Mix. This is sugar-free white chocolate.
Credits to you, girl, because this looks way too complicated for me to make. Like, I would get so confused and probably just give up. So, I commend you of your act.
Coke Zero with no ice, of course. Small fry. I got a McDouble. Of course, I got everything on it. I love everything on these bitches.
So, unless I'm being mistaken, it looks like she had that drink for breakfast. I believe, because this is obviously McDonald's lunchtime menu. And I don't know what it's like in America, but here in England you can't get it till 11. So I'm assuming it's the same in America. But personally, I wouldn't skip breakfast if I was you. Like, I know some people can deal with only having a drink for breakfast, but in the long run, it's not going to really be that beneficial for you. Genuinely, it's just better to have 3 meals. Also, McDonald's not nutritionally the best. Again, and a McDouble, it's probably going to be very high in fat and sodium, and American McDonald's has a lot of like stuff that's bad in it compared to the England menu anyway. Like, I watched the UK versus USA McDonald's, and the McDonald's in America literally sounded radioactive.
Water number 2, wild cherry. Shake that bitch. Got a clump. Pancakes and banana.
That actually looks really nice, to be honest. The only issue I have probably is the sugar, but only really the sugar from the pancakes, because, to be honest, the sugar in fruit and vegetables is actually beneficial for the body. So the banana is actually a good pairing with the pancakes. The only issue is, considering she already had quite a bit of fat from McDonald's earlier in the day. But like I said, she's got a banana, so I guess that's alright. I mean, it does look like she has a lot of syrup though. But to be honest, I feel like everybody puts a lot of sauce on pancakes. Like, who doesn't? To be honest, having this much sugar before bed probably isn't the best idea. But some people can deal with it. It just depends on the type of body you have, really. But for the average person, you'd probably struggle to sleep with this. And also, if you're having it in the night and then you're going to bed after. It's all going to sit on your stomach and it could lead to fat gain over time. But Catalina Crunch Oreos, they're a better alternative to normal Oreos because I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I swear they are designed to be lower in keto, lower in like carbs, so it's good for keto. That's what I meant to say, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure that's what they are. Although pairing it with the Reese's Pieces is not going to help because I'm pretty sure one serving is like 210 calories. So I believe she had about 1,631 across the day, and that could potentially, again, like the other woman, lead to weight loss for her, depending on how active she is. So that's actually not a bad amount for a woman, to be honest. The average woman has about 1,500 anyway, so it's just a little bit over that. May I just start by giving a thank you to Abby, because Abby and Becky Jones are the two reasons I even watch What I Eat in a Days, so thank you guys. And I do have videos dedicated to them both soon. But anyway, I would say this is pretty normal. Like, some people just don't wake up early, so 11 a.m. could actually be their breakfast, but that is an excessive amount of barbecue sauce. Is it barbecue sauce? No, brown sauce. What's the difference? If anybody knows the difference between brown sauce and barbecue sauce, let me know. Anyway, it's just a lot of sauce. Like, surely you'd feel a bit icky. I don't know if that's just me. Now, even though I'm Scottish, I've only ever been to Scotland once. So, Scottish people will have to enlighten me on what Turtle Bay is, but it kind of looks like a Wetherspoons. Anyway, it's okay to go out for meals sometimes. I do it sometimes, like, if we ever decide, oh, do you want to go out for somebody's birthday or whatever. I don't normally go out too much unless it's for a special occasion, but to be fair, all this food looked pretty decent and it looked quite high quality, to be honest. The only issue might be the calories, because I know in restaurants like this, calories can be quite high. But overall, I don't shame her for this. It doesn't actually look that bad. Speaking of Wetherspoons, I think this is actually a Wetherspoons now. Honestly, I love a good Wetherspoons. I don't go there that often because they're not the best for my diet lifestyle, but they're okay. Anyway, I used to go there all the time before I changed my diet lifestyle, but this is okay. But you did already go out to eat earlier, so maybe twice in one day is not the best. And also, to be honest, the meal you picked, like pizza, it was already going to be quite high in salt, and the amount of salt you added is crazy. For those that don't know, Abby is obsessed with salt. Like, she went viral because of how much salt she uses, and I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons she's got her fame. And the food was already unhealthy to begin with, girl. You don't need any more salt. You're going to turn into a salt shaker. This is not good for your insides at all. Whoa, whoa, whoa. we've got a lot to unpack here. Number one, did that say Coke? As in full fat Coke? I promise you, please do not waste calories on full fat drinks. Just get the zero sugar version. And if you can't, just get water. I know the zero sugar versions might not taste the same, but it's not worth wasting calories or sugar or salt on a full fat drink. Please, I beg you. Number two, people might hate me for this one, but I don't like cheese or potato. So this meal is like a 0 out of 10 for me. I don't like cheese because it tastes too rich and makes me feel sick, and I don't like the smell. And to me, potato, it's more the aftertaste. Like, if there was nothing else, I could probably force it in my system, but I would probably be sick because it just tastes like sand. I don't know. The only thing that salvages this is the iron brew, because I like iron brew. Although I'd probably get iron brew extra because, again, 0 sugar, you know. But considering what else she's already ate this day, how is she still hungry? I would not be hungry anymore. Alright, I already expected Abby to probably have the worst one of this video because I've seen her videos before. I believe it's around 5,073, and that is with me being generous based on the Turtle Bay meal and the drinks, and that doesn't even include the salt or anything, and that's like me doing the average, so she probably did have more. Also, having all those snacks that late at night is not good for the body, because she mentioned that she can't sleep, and that's probably one of the reasons why, because she's eating a whole chocolate bar before she goes to bed. Like, it's okay to have these things, just in moderation. Like, instead of having the whole bar, maybe only have the serving size or something, because genuinely, Abby, I love you, but this is going to, like, destroy your body very, very slowly. And I know currently you're taking a break from your deficit just because it's December. And I get that it's Christmas, but that's still not really an excuse. Yes, you can take a break maybe over the days of Christmas or Christmas week, but you don't have to take a break for the entire month. I'm just worried about you, love. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. I do hope you enjoyed, and sorry it's not like my usual type of video. I just thought it would be a cool concept. And also, I'm not going to lie, I kind of needed an easier video to film for this week. But I promise videos in the future will make up for this. Anyways, if you want more of these types of videos, let me know. If you don't, also let me know and I'll never do them again. But I hope you enjoyed. No hate to anybody in this video. Stay awesome, stay safe, and I will see you next time.